So this lady asks, this black lady, are white women really that scared of black women? And I'm going to say yes. And this is my opinion as a white woman who is 53 years old and has lived in the South in Georgia in my entire life. But it's not being scared, but it's a fear. And it's not a physical fear. It is the mental fear. It is what we see in you and what we see you doing and how it challenges us and the fear of that.
Glad you're watching. Today's video is another uncomfortable topic that will make us comfortable. You know, we cannot get comfortable unless you find space to be uncomfortable a little bit and address the things that are affecting us. You get? Here we are. Videos of white women, white men who came together, especially women, because black people have been experiencing some kind of hate towards from white people, and they asked a question, and I love the boldness of this lady. In my community, we truly respect mature people, older people. And when I saw the ladies who are reacting to this they are people who are reliable. So I decided, why not put this out there? Why not bring it to you so that we can at least discuss about this issue and see. The way she's just said, it's not just about how black people conduct themselves, how they help their families, how they work, what they do, and the boldness they have, but also there's some who spoke about their hair, some who spoke about their skin, and not just black people, but all colored people. So they have some kind of scare towards them. So leave your thoughts and let's interact. I'm not going to interrupt until the end of the video unless something is really itching. So I will do that. So thank you so much and enjoy the rest of the video. Don't forget to smash that like button.
You are. We see you coming together as a community. We see you supporting each other. We see you supporting your community, supporting your families, supporting your children, going out and fighting for your rights, being authentic in your race and in your femininity. Anyway. And we're jealous. I think we're jealous because we would love to be that, I think, and we don't know how to break out of the indoctrination that we have been suppressed by our entire lives. And I'm not giving white women a pass, don't get me wrong, but I know I, and most women have been told, white women have been told our entire lives, be quiet, know your place, be a good girl, don't rock the boat, don't be too much. And when you are any of those things, you are ostracized because you have rocked their boat. And that is what black women are. You rock our boat, our mental boat, because you challenge us to look at how we are deficient and not living in our truth. And it makes us uncomfortable. And people don't like to be uncomfortable. And it makes us start to question ourselves. And people don't like to question themselves. We would rather live in our little bubble of white supremacy and what we know and comfortableness. I know that's not a word. Than a lot of people would, white women would, rather than challenge themselves to grow and know more. Because it's easy. Doing the work is hard. It's really hard. I've been doing the work the past several years, and it's hard. It is hard admitting some truths about yourself and some truths about yourself as a white woman. So yeah, I think that white women are scared of black women because you challenge us in that way, and a lot of us don't like it. And that's why we fear you. It's because we fear what you make us face.
Was the question, why do white people hate black people so much? I have been in situations where I've been surrounded by nothing but white people, and this conversation has come up. The race conversation has come up. And no one ever has an actual reason as to why they hate black people. There's always these, oh, black on black crime, oh, they're lazy, oh, they're this. But it's not actually, there's no legitimacy behind their reasoning. It's just shit that they've heard and they're regurgitating. And so, long story short, it really comes down to there is no reason. It's a deep-seated jealousy, a deep-seated hate that, you know, black people exude greatness. Black people are the great inventors. Black people are the beginning of the human race, the Eve gene. And white people have worked so hard to erase the history and erase the greatness of the black race. Down to even when things are invented, the majority of things that are invented were invented by a black person. But yet the white race has actually erased the original inventor from history and have put their names on things that they had no business putting their names on.
I think I figured out racism. White people are just jealous of colored people because black is a dominant gene. Scientific fact. Why do you think you always hear white people say shit like, oh, I look so ugly pale, I'm gonna go outside and get some color? Why do you think they invented shit like the spray tan? And as you've seen, that ain't for everybody. Why do you think they invented shit like the tanning bed? Two white people get together, make a white baby. Two black people get together to make a black baby. They can also make a white baby. That's called being albino. Two white people can't get together and make a black baby. It's not possible. Don't get it twisted. Blackness is greatness. Blackness is dominant.
Allow me to introduce
Keep your heads
something
up.
at this particular point. I've learned throughout my entire life not to weaponize things that I don't deserve, like things that I don't have choice over. I didn't tell my creator to make me black. You didn't tell your creator to make you who you are. So nobody decide of their race or ethnicity or anything that you can think of color, of all those stuff. From what I've heard, it's a threat that comes from how different people from different worlds view the world, and which is absolutely normal. We live in a society where differences aren't really, when they clash, it's always a problem. Even in a family right now, there's conflict between siblings and all these things. So let's try to look at this with another with eyes that are really open and more aware. I'm not saying this to support that this should continue, but I am saying this: understand where people come from before you judge them. Black people are raised by this saying that says community life matters. Like, we don't exist in a vacuum. We are a community, and love, caring for one another. And as you can see, I shared so many videos about black parents, about being raised in an African parent. Not all of the things they practice are wrong, because they impact how we are and how we behave in the society. Allow me.
This is not an attack on white women. This is simply
I live between 3 countries, and she's not lying, especially European women. I have friends from Europe, so I am not racist. I am just simply giving my experience. Most people globally have watched African American women and women of African descent on TV, and they think that that is how all African American women behave. So when they meet a woman who's educated, well-spoken, beautiful, well-manicured, they don't know how to handle it. They also are extremely jealous that their husbands, their fathers, their uncles, all of the men in their lives literally stare at you the entire time that you are out in a restaurant or wherever you are, market. They are highly attracted to women of African descent. White women do not know how to handle this. In America, I have experienced this in corporate America, but in Europe, you experience this in the markets. They literally act like toddlers or mean girls.
When I first moved to a new city, I had a woman who doesn't look like me say to me, "Hey, you know what? If you weren't so pretty, your hair would just be so offensive." I said, "Bitch, who the fuck is you talking to?" She was like, What do you mean? I always try to compliment black women's hair. I just think it's so pretty. I said, that's not a compliment. Who the fuck taught you that's a compliment? And y'all, for my sisters who are working in these corporations, it's not the white men who are making the big deal about our hair. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a damn. Until Karen comes in there talking about how scared and shit she is, how offended she is by our hair. Then y'all be the first ones to ask for a damn beauty secret. I'm gonna say this because my steppers is about it. It's not the hair you're jealous of. It's that glowing ass spirit you're mad about.
Wear braids or wear native African clothes. If we go and have an aggressive tan, we are never going to be questioned. That's white privilege. And that's why we can freely copy black women for everything they naturally are and reap benefits and even get praised on top of what another person's discrimination is all about. So how can we comfortably sit and be like, I'm wearing braids because it's only hair? No, it's not only hair. It's another person's daily struggle because it's their culture and they're not free to express it. Meanwhile, you, Karen, and you, Becky, you go out, wear the braids, get praises, and absolutely do nothing against the discrimination black women go through. That's the acceptance of compliments. That's when we are getting those compliments without correcting that, oh, thank you. This is actually a black hairstyle. This is actually, we are not even ready to question our own white privileges. That's why we are labeling it only hair so that we can comfortably culturally appropriate another person's identity. We are using these statements to make ourselves comfortable while we know that we are doing the wrong thing. We know, deep down we know, we just don't want to say it out because we want to reap the...
This is kind of a big deal because these are different people from different worldview who are viewing things differently here, you get, and they can't see a common ground, like where they can come together and be in harmony. And there are things that we can change about ourselves, and there are things that you can't change about yourself, but there are things that we can work on and maybe sometimes understand that we come from different worlds and we are together for one common purpose, to live and to earn a living and to make our lives better and our society and our children's children better and communicate love and peace to the next and the next generation. So I don't see how this will end if you don't take action and are trying to not speak about it will not erase the fact that it's existent. So I don't know what you think about this, but I must say that I appreciate your time. Leave your thoughts, subscribe if this is the kind of content you want to see. Don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comment section, and also smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Goodbye for now.